Hello. Hello to my GEMS family. How are you doing? I appreciate every single one of you. Welcome to today's live stream. I appreciate every single one of you support. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe to this channel for more content. So today I want to talk to you all about, being happy. I I think it's something important for every single one of us to work on being happy. Each of us, each of us should be happy. You should be happy. You shouldn't let other people make you be unhappy. And I can say from experience, I allowed other people to make me unhappy, and I didn't understand that it was a choice that I had to make. I had to make a choice to be happy. You have to make that choice. Hey, realists, how are you doing? Welcome. And I didn't understand that I had to make a choice to be happy. I didn't understand that. I don't know how many of you have been through that in your life, but I had to make that choice for me. I had to make a choice to choose me. I had to make a choice to choose my mental health. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't make a choice to love themselves. A lot of people don't make a choice to respect themselves. And that's something that I feel that is very important. It's very important for us to make a choice to let yourself be happy. Do you make that choice every day? Do you make that choice every day as you wake up, letting yourself be happy? Many people do not let themselves be happy. They rather stay in being miserable. They rather stay in the mode of complaining. They rather look at other people's life and feel that their life should be a certain way, like other people, because of age or situations or whatever the case may be. Nobody deserves to have a better life than another. Your life is how you choose to make it. It's what you choose to do. And a lot of people do not choose to be happy. They do not make good choices. They don't do the right thing. They don't treat people in the right way. So, your life is going to reflect that. I have to be honest with myself when I talk about that, because a lot of things in my life that happened to me is because I didn't make a choice to be happy. I didn't make a choice to love myself. I didn't make a choice to do what I needed to do at the time. And sometimes we don't make a choice to do the right thing. We don't make a choice to respect ourselves and our dreams and our goals in life. We just do whatever because it's just we're following the crowd. And I know that a lot of people, they're chasing clout, especially on social media. People put up this like pretense of what they want other people to think. So much people want others to think that they're so happy. And I think that that's overrated. More people need to learn, however I am is how I am. Sometimes you just got a situation in your life where you should be upset. You should be upset in the light of certain things, loss and breakups and losing jobs and maybe some health problems. Yeah, you're going to have some times where you're not going to be happy. You're going to be a little set off, but it's okay. But you don't have to walk around pretending, and you don't have to walk around thinking that you're worse than other people, because you're not. You're not worse than others because you're going through something. It's just part of the human experience. So you have to choose to be happy. And here are some ways that we can do so. You got to make the choices. You can choose to do things that you love. I want to start with that right there. How many of us choose to do things that we love? I didn't even understand and realize that that was something possible for me. That if I didn't like my job, if I didn't like my situation, if I didn't like the people that was around me, I could make a choice to leave them alone. I could make a choice to, disregard them, not listen to their negativity. I had to learn to find out what was the things that I enjoyed in my life. What things brought me peace? What things brought me joy and what things didn't? See, when we make a choice to choose to do the things that we absolutely care about, we absolutely love them, then what is that going to do for us? When you do the things that you love, you can tell. You can tell when people are actually enjoying themselves. It's like their skin is glowing, the smile is on their face, they exude confidence. So, that's a part of being happy, is learning to do the things that you love, the things that you like, the things that bring you peace, the things that are within yourself. It's things that you value, the things that are important to you. It's your goals, working within your talents and your gifts. I think that's so important. A lot of people, they'd rather choose to make other people happy. And I came from that for a very long period of time. I made a choice to choose to make relatives, choose to make who you're in a relationship with, friends, a job. You're making everybody else happy but you. And all the meanwhile, you're so unhappy. You're so miserable. So that, I think that's something that's so important. The next one is surround yourself with people you love. Now, for many people, that's going to be a very small circle, a very small amount of people, because the majority of people out there are not people who care about us. They're just people who claim. There is a lot of people who claim. They claim to love you. They claim to care about you. They claim to support you, but they don't. So surround yourself by the people who show by their actions. I think that that's something so important. It's to have people in your life that show by their actions that they love you. They show by their actions that they care. They show by their actions that they're here for you. And they will do anything within their power to make you feel supported, loved, and feel seen and heard. And that's something that I don't take that too lightly. I really pay attention to the people who will take time out of their busy schedule to check on me. I really pay attention to the people that respect me. I pay attention to the people who show me love on the times where I'm not feeling loved, or, my vibes are low, my spirit is low, I'm going through something. A lot of times we really don't understand how much we affect other people. We affect people by the way we talk, just saying a few words. It doesn't have to be much, but just checking on people. I was just seeing how you were doing. How's everything doing? I know you haven't been around for a while. I just want you to know I was thinking about you, just checking on you. Something just as simple as that. Yeah, realist. Yes, indeed. Just that. Somebody taking time out of their busy schedule to check on you. How many times do people always say that they care about you and they love you, but the phone never rings? You never get a text. You don't get an email. You don't get a drop off of, of a card, of a flowers, dinner, anything to show that they actually do care. See, I'm talking about the actions. It's easy to say we care, but it's a whole nother thing to prove it. People need to prove that they actually do care about your happiness. If people really cared about your happiness, here's another one. They would respect your boundaries. People who want you to be happy will respect your boundaries because it's not about them. because they care about you, because they love you, because they're your friend, because they're in a relationship with you, because they support you, because they like who you are as a human being. They want you to do things that is good for your mental health. They want you to do things that bring you peace. They want you to do things that will help you to elevate and to be a better human being. So, and that's the thing right there. Don't go by the words that people say. It's easy for people to put the words out there and to talk about they care, but their actions prove otherwise. So we do have to pay attention to that when we talk about our own happiness. Our happiness should not depend on other people. Your happiness should come from within. So that's the next point. Make sure you're doing the things and doing your self reflection, paying attention to your mental health, paying attention to how you feel. When we go through situations, you may tell yourself that you are all right, but really, are we? Sometimes we're not. No, I had to learn that as a woman, because I'm not saying a man doesn't wear many hats, but it's two different things. Being a woman is different from being a man. I can't speak on how it is to be a man. I can only speak on how it is to be a woman. And women, we wear many hats, you know. You have to be there in all the roles, emotionally support others, mentally, physically, financially. You're doing all of the things, plus running a home and handling your business, much less taking care of yourself. So sometimes, as women, and I can speak for men as well because I'm sure it happens, many times as men, you put yourself on the back burner for other people. You're putting their agendas and their dreams ahead of yours. You're making their dreams yours. And while we do that sometimes because we are not selfish people, we can't do that all the time. Yeah, and I want to say that to everybody as human beings. Yeah, there are some times where you let a person have their, okay, I'll give you this one. I'll let you have this, but we can't do that all the time. It's called filling up our own cup. And we have to do that as mature women and mature men. We have to fill up our own cup. We have to take care of ourselves in all aspects. If our spirit is broken, if we are not doing good physically, if our soul is not in a good space and position, if we are not doing the things that we need to do to take care of ourselves in every way, there's no way we can be happy. And sometimes happiness is something that it seems to be fleeting. No matter what it seems that we try to do, it's like we can never be happy. And I have learned that happiness depends on me. Happiness does not depend on my situation. Happiness does not depend on other people. It just doesn't depend on how I look or who I'm with. Happiness is an inside. It's an internal thing. It's something that is a part of me, and that's something that I had to learn. Happiness is not based on material things. It's who you choose to be. It's a condition. It's a state of mind, and I had to learn to stop letting things and people and situations stop me from my happiness, which is hard because this life it's a trip. It's a lot to be able to balance your outside and handle and do everything that you need to do as an adult, but at the same time focus on your mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health, much less the financial. So the question begs to be answered. Are you doing the things to make yourself happy? A lot of times we don't focus on those things like happy. We don't think about ourselves. We think about others. And while that's nice, while it's kind, you have probably your parents, your child, romantic relationship, you got your friends over here, you have your job, you have other responsibilities, but at the same time, what about ourselves? What about our time for self-reflection, and working on our goals and our hopes and our dreams? When do we have the time to do those things for ourselves? And I had to learn that if I really wanted to do something, if I really wanted to be happy, I would do whatever it takes to make myself happy. Do you? That's something I had to reflect on. It's a choice. I had to learn to start making different choices and stop choosing other people over myself. And it's relearning, it's mindset shifting. While I care about you, you are not going to come before me. I have to take care of myself so that I can fill up my cup, so that I'm not empty. I'm not snapping at anybody. I'm not taking out my issues or problems on anybody else. I have to take care of myself so that I can be available to others. And that's going to be different for everybody. Everybody's different. Everybody wants and needs are different. But for myself, I know that when I am not taking care of my mental health, when I'm not resting, when I'm not eating a proper diet, when I'm not taking time by myself for my meditation and spiritual connection, when I'm not doing things that I need to do for me, my cup can't be filled up. I can't be restored and be refreshed. Actually, I'm angry. I become very bitter, a complainer, and nobody wants to be around a complainer. So that's something that we have to do. We have to work on making a choice to do the things that we love. Also, surround yourself with people you love. This is a very important thing, about associations and friends. And we always talk about the term friend very loosely, but we know who is a friend. We know who is really supportive and who's really there. So surround yourself with people who pour into you. The people who will say, take a break. They'll do a kind deed for you. They'll be supportive of your mental health. They will encourage your mind, your heart, your spirit. These are the ones that we tap into, okay? Here's another one. Make decisions that encourage happy moments. One of the things that I like to do, I like to plan at least 3 or 4 times of the year where I'm planning to make sure it's something that I want to do, whatever it is, whether it's a vacation, it's a trip, it's a concert, it's a whatever, a gift that I've been wanting. I give myself at least 3 to 4 times of the year planning something for me so that I ensure I'm doing this for me. I'm not waiting for others to do things. Stop waiting for other people to give us those happy moments and make them for yourself. I had to learn that from experience. Stop waiting for others to think of us. If you want that party, plan it. You want that vacation, plan it. If you want to do something or go somewhere, then do that. Don't wait for others. That's something that I did for a long time, waiting for people to show up and want to go there with me. And you'll be waiting for a very long time if you are waiting for people to show up for you or want to go to the places that you want to go to. Not everybody likes the same things we do. Not everybody is going to support that or want to be a part of it. So we have to learn to walk a road, sometimes solo. A lot of times there's more peace in doing that as well. You don't get the aggravation, and you have your joy in your solo time. It's serene, it's peaceful, and you can truly be happy. You don't have anybody disrupting your peaceful moment. Another part is in making a choice to be happy, you got to take care of yourself. And there's many components to taking care of yourself. Like I said earlier, it's getting your rest and doing those things, but also making healthier choices to, your diet, seeing your doctor. But also, this is a very important one in making yourself happy, is learning to stand up for yourself, setting boundaries. Don't be anybody's doormat. I say that to the ladies and I say that to the gentlemen as well. Stand up for yourself. Don't let people run over you. Don't let people talk to you any type of way. Don't be a doorpost, a doormat, you know, somebody that people will just use. You're their yes woman or their yes man. Stand up for yourself. Say no and mean it. And you don't have to explain it. No, I'm not going to do that. And that's it. No explanation necessary. Okay? And also in taking care of yourself, take breaks when you need them. We sometimes need to take breaks from either your children, spouse or significant other, your friends, your job. Everybody needs that solo time, whether it's getting involved in self-care or just sleeping in. Sometimes you just need to just be by yourself, you know, just be by yourself and enjoy your own time. So take those breaks when you need them. If you need a break, take them. This is another one that's important. To be happy, you have to practice gratitude. That's something that a lot of people these days in this world do not think about the positives, thinking about what you have, counting your blessings. And this fosters some positive emotions inside of us, like empathy and serenity and things like that. So challenge yourself to stay away from negative self-talk. This is another important one. Challenge yourself, because it is a challenge when we are surrounded by gossip and negativity on TV, on social media, with relatives, on the job. It's hard to stay away from the negativity because it seems to be in the air. It's everywhere. So challenge yourself to not get involved in the negative self-talk, the gossip. When you hear or see that, take your leave. You don't have to be a part of it. You just escape it and leave, okay? Seek out some help when you need it. You know, if sometimes it's us. I know for myself, I can get in the way of my own happiness with that. You know, having the complaining spirit or only seeing the negative. We see the glass as half empty instead of seeing it as half full. Everything is about our perspective and choosing to have a positive perspective. That changes everything. But sometimes we can't find a way to see anything positive because it seems like everything around us, the people, our life, our health, everything is going in a negative direction. So how can you be happy when everything just doesn't seem to be going the way that you want it to go? It's all about challenging yourself to shift your mindset, shifting your mindset and shifting your focus. That's very important. Shift your mindset, shift your focus. And like I said, it's a challenge, but we can do it. Start speaking about positive things in our life. Think about the things that you do have. Start speaking positive things. Great things are coming for me. Great things has happened to me and will happen to me. I have hopes and dreams that are going to come true. I am successful. When you start changing your narrative, how you change it to something positive, you're only going to want to talk about positive things as well. And that will add to your happiness. So here's another one that this one took me a long time to work on. Avoid regret. Now, what does that have to do with being happy? If we always think about the shoulda, woulda, couldas, I should have done this, or I should have done that, or why this and why that, instead of thinking about what hasn't happened, we have to think about what good has happened. There's some things that is beyond our control. We can't focus on what other people did, what choice they made. That will keep us wanting to regret certain things. Oh, why did that happen to me? And why? And asking yourself, why me? Why me? Instead, just say, why not me? This could be my opportunity to experience some personal growth, an opportunity for me to grow, all of those things, okay? We have 2 more points. The next one is focusing on relationships. Close relationships. Okay, close relationships. This one is very important. I'm in the process right now of closing a relationship that I've needed to close for a long time, but it's really hard for me because when you care about people, when you love them, and you didn't get the love, you didn't get the what you expected from the relationship, it's hard for you to close it. But we have to close relationships that's not conducive to our mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and financial well-being and growth. If you're not growing in a relationship, you have to end it, okay? Because you're going to make yourself unhappy. And this a live stream is talking all about making ourselves happy. So to be happy, we have to close relationships that are not supportive of us experiencing personal growth, okay? Close those relationships. So focusing on relationships. Another one is focusing on helping others. When we give to others, we give to ourselves. We take our mind off of our situations, off our problems. So give to others when we can. Another one is focus on the times in your life where you have been happy in the past. So it's a reminder, I was happy then, and I can be happy in my present and in the future as well. When we focus on the positive, on time, on memories where we actually were happy, think about what were we doing? Was I doing what was I doing that made me happy at that time? Was I living in my own personal truth? Was I being honest with myself? Was I taking care of myself? We have to focus on our relationships. Oh, and especially the happy ones, the positive ones, and not the toxic ones. Many times we cannot be happy in our life because we're holding on to people who are toxic. They're users, and release them and let them go, okay? This is the last point. Avoid materialism. Sometimes because we are looking at other people and what other people have, like the flashy car, certain outfits, shoes, sneakers, this, that, just showing things, showing off, chasing what society pictures as a wonderful, great life. See, money and those things don't contribute to our happiness, because as soon as we get something, what happens? It becomes outdated, and it's time to update it again and again. So you'll never be satisfied with things. You have to be satisfied with yourself on the inside. And that's something that I had to learn that. I had to learn that having things, don't get me wrong, everybody wants nice quality things. Nobody wants junky, broken up stuff. We all want nice things, but learning to be satisfied with what we have. We don't have to have much, but what we do have, we take care of it. Make sure you look good. Buy quality things so that you don't have to keep buying things that are cheap. And sometimes cheap is not always the best. So buy yourself a few quality things and make it last you for some years. Buy things that don't go out of style very easily instead of following trends. I think that's something important. Hey, Nolan's girl, how are you doing? Happy Friday. So I think that's something that's important. But I want to say this, to all of my beloved motivators, I want to say this. I'm not a doctor and I'm not giving any medical advice, but I want to say if anybody has some mental conditions such as depression, or some other mental illness, schizophrenic, bipolar, if you have something that's stopping you from being happy, please talk to somebody. Get the support. See a therapist. See a psychiatrist. But get the support that you need so that you can get underneath the reason why you may be unhappy. I know sometimes ultimately we hide our pain, we hide our sadness because we don't want other people to know, because we don't want to be made fun of. But if we know we're not okay, we have to have enough courage to do something about it. Admit it. I haven't been okay for a while, mentally, emotionally, financially, whatever. Hey, Tamika, how are you doing? Happy Friday. We know we haven't been happy for a while, so be honest with yourself. I think that's something that is so important as women and men, making a choice, making a choice to just be yourself. And I just want to share 12 more points on how to be happy by choice, okay? Number one, carry a smile. You know, a smile can change everything in our life. It really can. Not that all the time we feel like smiling, but you can shift the energy in the room by just putting a smile on. It's something that it doesn't cost you anything to smile, but it makes a big difference. So put a smile on your face. Another way that we can be happy by choice is speak daily affirmations over your life. You know, I always say this: what you speak about yourself is what you think about, and what you think about is who you become. So maybe get some affirmations in rotation that you have written down, that you have maybe in tablet form, maybe in a book form, but have some daily affirmations about your life, something that you like to focus and think of, so that you can keep your life on the right track. If we keep speaking daily positive affirmations over our life, we will be more apt to be happy, because when we convince our mind that we have the possibility that there's hopes, and that's something that I learned in my adulthood, that there was hope out there for me, even if it didn't look like it, even if other people weren't acting in the right way. I had to make a choice to see the hopes that's laid out for me, not other people, not their dreams, not their desires, not what they wanted for me, but what is meant to be for me. I want to say that to every single one of you. Sometimes we are only seeing what other people want for us, or what other people will talk about who we should be. But what about who you're supposed to be? And standing in that position and being strong enough to say, I'm going to be who I was designed to be, who I was made to be, and I will affirm it. And I will be strong and I will be courageous. I will love myself in this moment for who I am supposed to be. So, all you ladies and gentlemen, be proud of who you are. Don't let anybody take that away from you. I always say, if you have people in your life and they are negatively impacting you, subtract them from your life. Because if you don't, they will be stopping you from your blessings, from your mental health, from your financial health, from your working on your goals in your life, and your focus and your peace and happiness. We cannot be happy in this life if we have people who bring us down by always speaking and acting negatively to us. Point number 3, count your blessings. It's so important for us to look at what we have, what we have been given, and it doesn't have to be big things. Sometimes I even think about small things, like it's not small things, but it can be a small thing in the grand scheme of things, but you can see, you can taste, you can walk, you can do certain things for yourself. All of those things are blessings that some people do not have the ability to have those things. So count your blessings for every single thing that you have. Say that out loud. I'm so grateful that I have X, Y, and Z. I'm telling you, it will shift everything in your life when you look at what I have, and when you start looking around, man, I have a lot. I'm so blessed. Okay. Here's another one. Hold back from complaint. That's point number 5. Of course, there's lots of things that we have to complain about, because we're human. And nobody's going to have a perfect life because we're not perfect. But hold back from complaining. Instead, choose to speak positively. Instead, choose to Speak about what you have. Speak about your gifts and use your talents. Instead of complaining, help, support, and teach others. Okay? That always makes me happy when instead of making a complaint about my life, I can testify to all of the good things that I have in my life. It shifts and changes everything, and it makes me happy every single time. Uh, Point number 6, use your strengths. Everybody has something that they're strong at. Everybody has something you're strong and you're very good at. It doesn't take a lot of work for you to be that. So, work on the quality of it. Be even better than you were a few days ago, a few months ago, a few years ago, okay? The next one is practice a life improving discipline. We need to work on being disciplined in this life, for whatever it is. Be disciplined in our thoughts, like negative thoughts come to our mind, dismissing them. Celebrating your personal growth. I think that's something that's so important, that helped me so much. Focusing on how you have grown personally. Other people may not see it, but the issues that you've had. That things that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And when you experience personal growth, when you make changes in your life, you have to celebrate yourself, okay? So know that you have a time and a space for your personal improvement. It's very important to practice and give yourself time to celebrate yourself every single day. It could be an exercise, it could be a time for your meditation, but every day you need to practice on celebrating yourself. Find certain things about yourself and tell yourself, I'm so proud of me for X, Y, and Z today. That's so important. Point number 7, use your strengths, okay? Each of us has natural talents and abilities, but when we use them effectively, what happens? We feel alive, we feel recharged, and there's nothing like feeling comfortable in our own skin. I know there's nothing like it for me. When I came into that space in my life where I was comfortable in my own skin, I was happy being me. I was joyful. I was celebrating myself. I was embracing the way that I look, the way I talk, the way I dress, my hair texture, everything. You have to embrace yourself for everything, all your idiosyncrasies, everything. Embrace yourself for exactly who you are. Embrace your strengths and love yourself. That's so important. So here's another one. In feeling well, we have to eat well. I know this is something that many of us feel like, oh man, here we go to talk about this. But it's something that is a work in progress for me too. Because we live in this fast-paced society and we're busy, jobs, this and this. It's easier to just grab something that may not be the most healthy thing. But when we think about ourselves and our bodies as being a temple, that we have to take care of ourselves so that we can be here for our families, for ourselves. So we take care of our physical, our emotional, and our spiritual well-being so that we can be balanced. And sometimes that's the reason why we can't be balanced and happy, because we haven't made a choice to take care of ourselves. So our emotional well-being is going to follow how we eat, how we treat ourselves. Point number 10, treat others well. I'm telling you, we can't be happy if we treat other people like garbage, okay? Everyone deserves to be treated kindly. Not that they act the right way, but you have to show people who you are. Treat others with kindness, patience, grace, mercy, Treat people how you would like to receive be received. It brings you satisfaction in knowing that you try your best to treat others with kindness. Not that you're stupid or you just walk around with a smile on your face and treating everybody nice that treats you like garbage. No, you, for the most part, when it's in the power of your hand, when it's in the power of your mind, you're going to choose to be kind. You're going to choose to be respectful. You're going to choose to meet and greet others with kindness and patience, because that's just who you are. That becomes a quality that you possess on your inside. Do you choose to treat others well? Do you choose to wish others well? That is very important for us being happy too. You have to wish others well, even when they don't wish you well. That's a part of personal growth that I learned in my maturity, because even if somebody doesn't want to deal with you anymore, or you choose to not deal with them, but you still wish them well. You still want them to experience benefits and blessings and joy and peace, even if it's not with you. That's maturity. You want others to thrive and to be happy. So we experience happiness when we wish others well, when we can celebrate others, when we can be supportive of other people. See, when you want others to succeed, you find yourself succeeding as well. But when you're looking at others, talking about them, being jealous of them, there's no way that you can be happy within yourself. We have to be happy for others as well as ourselves. And there's two more points. Point number 11, meditate. Find time for yourself. Find time to be alone in your solitude. As this world, as this society increases in speed and noise, and the ability to withdraw becomes even more essential, it's so important for us to take our me time and to use meditation to search inward and connect spiritually, tap into what we want. What are we supposed to be doing with our life? This improves the quality of our happiness. Okay, so be happy. Take your time by yourself and meditate. And this is the last point. Point number 12, search for benefit in your pain. And this one is, I feel like this is the chef's kiss. This is the best part, at least for me. This life can be difficult. Nobody escapes without pain. At some point, in some way, we all encounter it. When you do, remind yourself again that trials may be difficult, but they will pass. And search deep to find the meaning in the pain. Choose to look for the benefits that can be found in your trial. At the very least, persevere. Continue on. Most likely, an ability to comfort others in their pain will also be developed. So find a way to turn your pain into your power. Don't let the pain overwhelm you, overtake you. You make a choice to what you want to do with that pain. What I did is some painful situations, some painful things that people have done to me. I've chosen to use my pain, my story as a testimony. And that helps me, because when I talk about it, I heal my heart from it. And also I share with others that you don't have to be stuck in that pain, that you can choose to release it. You can choose to heal. You can choose to forgive, and that always makes you happy. Hey, James, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday to you. So that's what I wanted to say to everybody. Choose joy. Choose to be happy. Choose to release. Choose to move on from people who aren't supportive of our positive mental health, that aren't conducive. They're not supportive. They're not compassionate and understanding. The people who are very selfish and they only think about themselves, and they never Choose to think about you and what you want and need and desire. What are you seeking out your life? What brings you peace and happiness? What focuses and balances you? We all have to look at what brings us peace and balance. Okay, so now I've come to the end of this topic today, and I wanted to invite all of you. Tomorrow is going to be a motivators marathon. It's going to be between 2 to 3 hours long. I have already set it up. It's going to start at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's everyone has its trauma. I'm going to change the title. I didn't put it up yet, but I put it out as everyone has its, but it's going to be everyone has its traumas. And we're going to be talking about for 2 to 3 hours. I'm going to have two guests come up, and I think the first hour I'm going to be talking with one guest, and the second hour I'm going to be it's going to be me speaking, and then the third hour I'm going to have another guest come up and speak for a little bit. But we're going to be talking about traumas, and everybody has traumas, but we're going to be sharing some of the things that has helped each and every one of us, and everybody's testimony is different. So I'm looking forward to that for tomorrow. I hope to see you all there. Thank you all, as always, for your support on this channel, my other channels, all of those things. I appreciate you. Shout out to my amazing moderators who always support me, who keep my chat clean, who always remind everybody to hit the like. Thank you all so much. Check out my amazing moderators because they support me so much and I rock with them. Okay. And also shout out to my amazing channel members. Thank you for your membership, supporting me financially to keep this channel going. That means so much to me. And those who are watching in the replay, make sure you leave me a comment in the comment section below. I thank you all so much. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. And thank you for your support. I hope that something in this discussion will be something that you can sit back and think about. Am I truly happy? Am I doing the things to make myself happy? And if I'm not, what do I need to do to start today? Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully, for the marathon, Motivators Marathon. I will see you all there, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all tomorrow. Everybody have a great rest of your evening. I'm Marlene of Marlene Motivates, your channel for motivation, inspiration, and positivity. On this channel, I focus on that through podcasts, live streams, videos. So I welcome you to tune in to all of these. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you all on the next one.